You know, at the end of the 1700s, Napoleon's army went down to battle against the British troops in Egypt, and they landed right off Alexandria coast, and the French troops marched into Cairo, about 40 miles inland. And there, Napoleon's armies, the French, they thumped on the British and had a great victory that day. Well, interesting, the British Navy had come in and basically sunk the French flotilla during that time, so Napoleon had no way to get out of Egypt. So what did Napoleon do? Napoleon dug in for a number of years. And they dug in all around the pyramids, all around these great cities that had never really been excavated at all, except for really just treasure hunters coming in and botching up stuff. Great discovery. 1798-99, one of Napoleon's soldiers stumbles upon what has become known as the Rosetta Stone. And the Rosetta Stone has 3 languages on it. It's this big stone, and one language on it is this Egyptian hieroglyphics. The next language is this Demotic, which is kind of 2nd century BC commercial script that was used by the caravans. And then the last language is Greek. And these guys say, hey, we know Greek, so obviously we should be able to figure out what these other languages are. See, interesting point is Egyptian hieroglyphics was a dead language. Nobody knew how to read it. I only bring all this story up is after Napoleon's armies finally get out of Egypt, they bring all these great artifacts and all this great stuff back to Europe, and one of the things was this Rosetta Stone. And by the mid-1800s, they had broken the code on Egyptian hieroglyphics. Now, why is that important? Why did I tell you this story? Well, everybody assumes that we've been able to read Egyptian hieroglyphics since the time of the great Egyptian pharaohs and empires. We haven't. It died. It was a dead language for 2,000 years. But we've been collecting all of these tablets and all of these reliefs and all of these stels and collecting them as artifacts in basements of museums with no way to read them. The powerful thing about this now is in the last 100 years, we've been able to read Egyptian hieroglyphics and learn all sorts of things about the ancient Holy Land. And that is about the time of the exodus of the Hebrew people from Egypt and their coming into the land that became known as Israel. We can read reliefs from Egyptian pharaohs as they were battling against early Israelite kings. We can read reliefs back in Luxor, ancient Thebes, on the pharaohs like Shishak, who went into Israel and actually thumped on certain cities and took certain booty back to Egypt. And again, what this has done for us is it has really taken up the integrity of the Jewish scriptures a huge level, because now we have actual proof that the Hebrew people were in Israel, the land of Israel, as a people by the mid-1200s BC, which totally shuts down any of these enlightened scholars that say that, the Israelites were just a Canaanite tribe that kind of grew up internally in the 900s, maybe 1000 BC. We have all sorts of evidence now outside the Bible, including these Egyptian hieroglyphics, that actually substantiate what we read today in the Jewish scriptures.